girl over here, Riley, and we got Ray. We got Ray and Riley over here today that are gonna start us off with the first games of the second contest. We'll start off with the first game of the second contest of the Buckshot Frenzy tournament. So let's get into this, you two. You guys get in the room right there. Alright, and we'll start this game off, best of 5. So this is the first round. So let's see how this goes. Alright, cool. Alright, here we go. We're starting off. Alright, let's see how this goes. Alright. Nothing yet. We're in item selection at the moment. This is going interesting. Are we having some technical difficulties?
Wait, are we still in item selection? Wait, what is?
Yeah, Ray, are you on item selection still? What's going on?
Yeah, wait. I thought,
if you are, you just tap on the box in front of you. You just gotta tap it once and then tap to one of the boxes under.
The item selection was like just staying there, wasn't doing anything.
Well, yeah, that's the point. You have to tap on the box and.
I did.
Comes out. You did? Oh my god, are we already having technical difficulties? Did you, so... Okay, well, did you leave the game?
No.
So you're just sitting there? Because I'm not sure if you're in. Oh no, there you are. Okay. Picked up, okay. Ray has picked up the shotgun, guys. So you can either withstand or you shoot. One of the two. Alright. Riley picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot. It's alive! Damn, we already have a live off. Alright. Ray's down a health point. 5 health to go. Still 6 on Riley's end.
This is gonna be a really dumb move.
Alright, Riley, go for it. Hitting the hacksaw. Guessing it's alive, so she's going for the 2 hit. Alright, going for the 2-point hit. Alright, I got you. Goes for the 2 hit. It's a blank. Damn, wasted the hacksaw. So now, alright, now it's Ray's go. She picks up the gun. What's she gonna do with the gun? Another withstand. Alright. Riley goes for the shot. It's a blank. Ray's turn again. Picks up the gun. She goes for the shot. It's alive. Gets the shot off. Riley's down a point. Riley with 5 points of health, and Ray with 5 points of health. This is looking like an even game at the moment. Riley picks up the shotgun. Goes for another shot. Gets the shot off, taking the game right into her advantage. This is looking really interesting already, fellas. New items. Alright. See how this goes. 3 live rounds, 3 blanks. Ray loads the shotgun. Ray picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot. 50-50, and she manages to land it on the right 50-50. Now, getting that live shot off, pulling the game into an even standing right now. Riley uses her tranquilizer, and now is going to steal something of Ray's. Steals the phone, gets future insight on what a shell will be in the shotgun. Interesting move on her end already. Let's see how that pays off in Riley's favor. Riley picks up the shotgun and chooses to withstand. Alright. So, Ray has no choice but to fire. But it's alive, so Riley's withstand was not such a good one. So, now the game is in Ray's favor. Ray picks up the shotgun. Let's see what decision she will make. Decides to withstand. Alright. Riley goes for the shot. Let's see what's going to come out of it. And it's a blank. This is looking good in Ray's favor so far. See what Ray's gonna do about this. Picks up the shotgun. What decision will she make? Decides to withstand again. Riley having no choice but to pick up the shotgun and go for the shot, but this time it's alive. What an unlucky end of scenario here for Ray. Now turning the tables over into Riley's favor and giving her the hand in here. She uses a magnifying glass and figures out what is currently in the gun at the moment, picks up the gun and decides to withstand. Meaning there's only one plausible scenario that this could possibly be. Ray has to pick up the shotgun and has no choice but to fire on Riley. Turns out she waits and hesitates a minute. Maybe she's thinking about something here. Goes for the shot, meaning it's only a blank. Wow. Fellas, I tell you, this is already even game. This is already starting to get interesting. Let's see, what decision will Riley make in this situation? We're having a minute to think, strategy-wise. Uses a tranquilizer, and the only thing there is Ray's gummies, so she must be going for the gummies. It's gonna take a chance here, 40-60 chance that something happens, and she gets that 40 chance, wow! Oh man, still getting over getting sick, but don't mind me guys, I might cough a little bit. But yeah, Riley goes for the shot, it's a blank, new items. Oh wow, 4 live rounds, 2 blanks. Ray picks up the shotgun and loads it. Places it right back down. Still, Ray's turn, picks up the shotgun. What will Ray do in this situation? Goes for the shot immediately. Hits off alive. Now Riley down a health point. Somewhat is now bringing the game back, making a comeback in some kind of way. Riley picks up a phone, uses the phone, gets future insight on what a shell in the shotgun may be. Let's see how she's going to use that to her advantage. This could be really good or really bad, fellas. Riley picks up the shotgun. What decision will she make? She goes for the shot. And she hits the shot off. Finally saying nah to Ray and bringing the game back in her favor. This is already starting to look really interesting. I wonder what Ray's going to do to take the round. She can make a comeback here. What will Ray do now? Ray uses the tranquilizer, going in to steal something of Riley's. The only plausible thing to steal there is the magnifying glass. She'll steal the magnifying glass and figure out what is currently in the chamber of the shotgun. On the decision she'll make, we'll find out, and it's a live round as she goes for the shot, saying, nah, that was for nothing, and now bringing the game back in her favor slightly. Still Riley with the upper hand, but less of an upper hand. Riley picks up the shotgun. What decision is she going to make here? What decision is Riley going to make here? It's somewhat a close round, if you ask me, of the fourth game, fellas. Sits the shotgun down. Alright. Going for the withstand. Ray has no choice but to pick the shotgun up and go for the shot. It's alive, though, finally bringing these two into a very even situation right now, making the odds even. Wow, this is already starting to get somewhere. Ray has the chance to turn this in her favor if she gets this shot off. She goes for the shot, but it's a blank. Giving the gun over to Riley. Now Riley might turn the applause of the game, but it's still a blank. This is already starting to get pretty interesting once again. New items. 3 live rounds, 3 blanks. 50-50 odds. Ray picks up the shotgun, goes for loading it. Alright. Ray picks up the shotgun and chooses to withstand. This is already getting interesting. Riley goes for the shot off because of that, and it was a blank. Perhaps Ray has got something up her sleeve here. Ray picks up the shotgun again. Goes for another shot, but it's another blank, passing the turn over to Riley. What will Riley do now? Riley decides to use the handcuffs, most likely now giving the game in her advantage. And this could be that she wins the round altogether if she can make the play here. She's going for the final shot off on Ray. And if she can hit this shot, this could mean that she gets the first round of the first game. Will this be the final shot that ends it all? And it's a shot that wins it all. Holy crap. You already got Riley taking the first round of the 4th game of this tournament so far of Contest 1. Let's get these contestants back in here for round 2. Brief intermission as we wait for them. Yeah, but don't mind me, stream. I'm just getting over being sick, so if you hear me cough and whatnot, excuse me about that. Alright, let's wait for these two to get into the next round. Alright, here we go. Second round of the 4th game of the first contest. Let's see how this goes. Alright, here we go. Got these two right back in. Riley takes the first round, so if she manages to get 3 more rounds in a row, she will advance to the contest 2 or the semifinals. Ugh. Flaming cough, I tell ya. Let's see, who will make the first move? Alright, we got Ray going in, using a randomizer that's gonna change up the shell that's currently in the gun. She goes for the shot, and wow! Seems that she changed it from a blank to a live and managed to get that hit off. That is one insane move already starting the game off. What is Riley gonna do to combat this? Riley uses her phone, getting future insight on what a shell in the chamber of the gun will be. Wonder how she's gonna use that to her favor. Riley picks up the gun, uses the hacksaw. Already going for a move, saying it's time to get that 2-point hit. Really confident in her move. She goes for the shot, and it's alive, so it pays off. Bringing a game in her advantage now. Riley's got the upper hand somewhat at the moment, but Ray could still make a comeback here. Ray goes for the risk and uses her gummies, hoping to get that 40% chance, and she gets a 40% chance of 2 health points back, and brings the game back in her favor, getting that 2 health back. Then she picks up the shotgun. What is she gonna make here? She decides to withstand, Riley having no choice but to fire off on her, but unfortunately it's alive. It seems that her luck is starting to dwindle. The game is even odds at the moment. Riley gets the shotgun. With the game being even odds, she decides to withstand, Ray having no choice but to pick up the gun and fire on Riley. But it's a blank. Having to place the gun back down, Riley gets to go once again and goes for the shot off. And manages to hit the shot off. Wow! Alright. Riley now is turning the odds back into her favor. We're going to have to see if Ray is going to make a comeback here or what. Ray picks up the gun. Goes for the shot. Oh, but it's a blank. Passing a turn over to Riley. But, new items. Two live rounds, 3 blanks. Ray picks up the shotgun and loads it. Riley getting the shotgun. Riley decides to go. Use a Buckshot Roulette. Ooh, and ejects a live round. Alright, this is starting to get interesting. 1 live round down. Something she could have used to turn the odds even more in her favor. Uses another Buckshot Roulette, ejects another round, and evens the playing field, it seems, by ejecting now a blank. She decides to go for the shot off on Ray and actually successfully hits the shot off, still getting the game in her favor. Ray goes for a candlestick, getting that 1 point of health back, saying that shot was for nothing. Oh, wow. Ray picks up the shotgun and goes for the shot. Nothing comes out of it. Just a blank. Riley goes for the shot though and says this is gonna be alive. But guess what? It's not alive. It's a blank. New items. 3 live rounds, 3 blanks. Alright. Ray gets a thing of gummies. Hoping to get that 40% chance, but ends up with a 60% chance of 1 loss of health. Not looking so good. Picks up the gun, goes for the shot, hits the shot off. Oh wow, this is already starting to look pretty interesting. Riley decides use a Bloxy Cola and eject what's currently in the gun. That being a live round. She could have used to further advantages, give an advantage here. She says, if I can't get that live shot off, I could put these handcuffs on you and still probably get another live shot off. What decision will Riley make further? Riley picks up the shotgun. What will she do with the shotgun here? Riley goes for the shot, it being a blank. Oh wow, but it's still her turn because Ray's still in handcuffs. Picks the shotgun up again. Goes for another shot. This time hitting this shot off. Furthering. We're gaming the playing field here. This is looking really good so far. Oh wow. Tell you fellas, this is starting to get really interesting. Ray uses the gummies, gets the health back, uses the Bloxy Cola, and goes to eject a blank from the gun. Goes for the shot, it's a blank. Oh wow. Alright, people. I'm telling you, this is starting to get somewhere. Hey, Myles!
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I'm on stream right now, man! I still got their games going, but, I don't know. Hold on, let me see who's going against you real quick. I'm pretty sure it's, I'll check a bracket real quick. I'm still streaming right now, though. Yeah, alright. So, our girl Aubrey should be on after these two are done. But they're still going at it. Alright, Riley goes in for the tranquilizer. Alright, let's see what kind of play she's gonna make here. She takes one of Ray's candles and gets 1 point of health back. This is already starting to turn out to be something pretty interesting, fellas, I tell ya. They're keeping this round pretty even. Oh, wow. Alright, let me see if I can get a hold of, what's her face? Aubrey, real quick.
Alright.
I'll check. Let's see if she can get on. Oh wow.
How long is this game ever gonna go?
Alright. Well, I placed the shotgun down. Ray picks the shotgun up.
Oh.
Goes for the shot. Oh, it's a blank. Not looking so good. Riley picks the shotgun up. Goes for another shot. It's alive. Seems that the odds are now back to be even. But Ray could turn this in her favor. She picks the shotgun up. What will she do with the shotgun now? Oh yeah, Myles, if you want to in your game, you can come spectate this. Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, new items. One live round, one blank. Riley loads the shotgun, placing it right back down. Let's see who will further break the game. Riley uses a magnifying glass, checking what's currently in the chamber of the gun. Depending on what move she makes here, we're gonna figure that out. Ooh, she goes for a Bloxy Cola, ejecting whatever is currently in the gun right now, which was a blank. Choosing not to withstand, but using a Bloxy Cola. And then picking the gun back up, going for the shot, hits the shot off, turning the tide in her favor. New items. This game is starting to get pretty interesting, if I tell you. Hey Myles, you want to do me a favor?
Yeah?
Could you perhaps take over commentary for my stream real quick?
I'll try.
Alright, boy.
Oh boy.
You're on for commentary. I will be back. I will be back shortly.
I'll be terrified. Okay. Grabs the gun. Going for the shot, and it's a blank! Oh my god, this is crazy. Oh, use the magnifying glass. Very interesting. Okay, puts it down. Oh. Withstands it again. Grabs the gun. Fires it. The blank! Oh my god. Oh, using the cell phone. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What will she do? Grabs the gun and withstands it. Ooh. Okay, that means, okay, shooting it. No way! Wow, she just sold herself. Come on. Can't believe her. Oh, well, wow. Wow. Interesting, game. Very interesting. Finally got a winner after a while. Here we go. Now we're just waiting, and he's back. Bump, bump, bump. Yeah, we got a winner. Rose won, I'm pretty sure. Right? Yeah. Hey. Right? Let me think.
Alright.
Nope.
Let me get back on here. Sorry, we had a last minute situation come up. Alright, let's get these two back into a game. Alright, so we had...
Pumpkin won, I'm pretty sure. Right?
Alright, so we had Ray. Ray won that one, or did Riley win that one?
Ray.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright, well we got another situation. Here we go, round 3. So I'm guessing it's even right now?
yeah.
1 in 1 round? Alright, cool. Alright.
Let's see this.
Alright, cool.
Ooh, okay. Let's see, things are pretty good so
Alright.
far.
It's fine, Myles. I can take over commentary.
Alright.
Alright. So we got items already. See how this is gonna go between these two. We got Riley and Ray here. Alright. See how this goes between these two. This is the third round. I'm guessing it's one round and 1 round. So Ray goes for the shot. Blank. Not looking so good right now. Not looking so good. Alright. Riley picks up shotgun, saying, I'm gonna go for that double hidden shot using hacksaw. Goes for the shot. Nothing comes out though. Alright. Ray uses a phone, gets future insight on what a shell in the gun will be. Let's see how this is gonna go. Ray picks up the gun, places it back down with withstanding, and it's a blank in her favor. This is looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Goes for another withstand. This one hoping to be a blank, but this one's unfortunately alive. Finally turning the odds in Riley's favor, and also being Riley's turn. Riley uses an inverter, hoping that there will be a blank in there, I'm guessing, and making sure it's alive. Riley goes for the shot, but it's a blank. Oh, wow. Not looking so good.
There's another construction happening in my house right now.
That's fine.
Okay.
Just make sure it doesn't get too loud.
I'll try.
Alright. Riley loads a shotgun, but Ray uses an inverter. Inverts the current shell in the gun. Picks up the gun. Goes for the shot, but it's a blank. Riley uses handcuffs, giving her 2 chances to go. Riley picks up the gun. Goes for the shot. Manages to hit the shot off. Interesting. The odds are still in Riley's favor at the moment.
Yeah.
Riley goes to shoot, but it's a blank. But handcuffs are thrown off, new items, meaning that now it is Ray's turn to go. 2 live rounds, 4 blanks. Riley loads the shotgun. It being Ray's turn, we'll see what Ray does. Ray immediately goes for the shot, manages to hit the shot off, turning the tide of this round back in her favor slightly. But that's the thing. Riley goes and uses a candle and says that shot was for nothing, and gets a health point right back. Turning the tide right back in her favor again. Then Riley uses handcuffs again to handcuff Ray down and get 2 chances for a shot. Riley picks up the gun. Goes for the shot off. Does not manage to get the shot as it's a blank. Riley goes for the shot off. Still it being a blank again, meaning those handcuffs were used for nothing. Now it's Ray's turn. What will Ray do in this situation? Ray uses a Bloxy-Cola to eject what's currently in the gun. It most likely being a blank. Oh wow. Uses another Bloxy-Cola to eject what's currently in the gun. This one being a live shell that she could have used to turn the tide in her favor of this round. Oh wow, this is already starting to get intense. Goes to the shot. Does not get the shot off. New items. Making this next turn go to Riley. 1 live round, 1 blank. Riley picks up the shotgun and loads it. It's still being Riley's turn. What will she do here? 50-50 odds here. She decides if it's 50-50 odds, she has a really good chance of using the hacksaw and getting 2 points of health off of Ray. Riley picks up the shotgun and goes for the shot. but gets unlucky not hitting the shot off and passing the gun over to Ray. Oh wow. Ray, knowing what's in that gun, goes for her own hacksaw, knowing she can get 2 points of health, hit it off of Riley. Picks up the gun, goes for the shot, manages to hit the shot off, turning the tide a huge portion in her favor, and now evening the odds. New items. This third round of the fourth game is already starting to get intense. 3 live rounds, 1 blank. Wiley loads the shotgun, places the shotgun down. Alright. Wiley goes for a tranquilizer to steal something of Ray's. Steals the phone from Ray, getting future insight on what a chamber in the shotgun will be. Alright, this is already starting to get really interesting. Goes to the shotgun, uses the hacksaw, saws off the end of the shotgun, hoping to get that 2-point hit off of Ray. Goes for the shot. Ooh, managing to get those 2 points off. Really giving her the upper hand here. This is not looking so good for Ray. Though they are even at the moment with rounds, from what I'm hearing. Ray goes for the shot. Ooh, but it's a blank. Not looking so good. Riley picks up the gun. Will she go for the shot or will she withstand? It really depends on what decision she makes next. Could either turn the tide in her favor. She goes for the shot. Manages to hit the shot off. Oh wow. Jeez, Ray is 1 health point away from losing this round. Ray picks up the gun. Goes for a shot. Manages to get the shot off. Oh jeez. Maybe she's making a slight comeback here because she manages to hit that shot off. New items. See, if you ask me, fellas, there's a really smart move that Ray can make here to make an ultimate comeback. Ray picks up the gun, goes for the loading, loads the gun, places it right back down. Riley decides, nah, and says, give me that 1 point of health back. Now really increasing her odds. Depending on what Riley does here now, she could either turn the tide of this round in her favor or lose it. Picks up the gun, goes for the blow, and it's the final shot, giving 2 rounds to Riley in 1 round over to Ray. They could decide if this is the game right here for Ray and Riley. This could be the game that decides it all right here, fellas. I'm telling you. This could be the game. These 2 are back on.
Let me give you a medical ray.
Go on in, Riley. That's you. This is looking pretty interesting if you ask me, fellas. This could be the round that determines it all. Riley gets a shot off already. Sorry, fellas. I had to turn the audio back on. Alright, so it seems, Ray's got the shot off. So this could be the game where if Riley wins this one... There we go. Sorry. I had to fix the call audio. I can hear everyone now.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah. Keep in mind, you're also on stream
I had a conversation with you when I first got in.
Oh.
Didn't I already win 3 rounds?
Huh?
Yeah, you did.
Well, not what I heard. Well, Myles told me otherwise. So let's just count. We'll just count this. Whatever. Myles told me that the opposite. He said that Ray won a round. So that's what I heard. I wasn't there for a minute because I had to go, and so whatever information I got from Myles was either true or false. So he told me that.
Okay, I won the first.
I didn't see what happened. So. Yeah, what's up?
Is that dude I'm going against in the game?
Yeah. Myles is here. You're going against
I'm going against him? Okay.
I think I don't know if you're going against Myles or no, I think it was James. Hold on.
Wait, am I going against Myles or am I going against Jvertilla?
No, it's James. We don't say full legal names.
I know.
We don't say full legal names on stream. You're I know, but his username's not James or yeah, Jvertilla. Oh wait, no. Okay, I didn't even see that.
It's Jvertilla 19.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. My bad. Alright, let me keep...
I don't know him in person, so I don't know his full legal name.
Yeah, let me go tell him to get ready to be on here, because we're going to count this as the final game. If Riley wins this one, whoever wins this one just wins. Completely, that's what we're going to say, 'cause I don't know exactly what happened.
This is the one I'm going.
How did it get loud the second it's about to get You've been ninja.
Alright. I'm going to get back to commentating, because I'm missing this whole game right now. Riley withstands, putting the shotgun back down. Ray goes for the shot. It's a blank. Alright. Riley picks the shotgun back up, goes for another shot. It being alive.
Nice.
Alright. This is getting pretty interesting. Ray goes for the shot. It's a blank.
What's calling me?
Riley goes for the shot, gets it off. But yeah, I don't know. I have a ton of random background stuff going on. Somebody just added me to some random PlayStation group. I don't know. Alright.
Oh my.
Yeah, something's going on. I got people blowing my phone up and I got added to a random PlayStation group. I don't know what's going on. Alright, new items. I'm just gonna keep
That's the biggest
commentating.
issue with PlayStation.
Yeah. I'm gonna commentate, and so I don't know what's going on though. Alright, Riley picks up a shotgun, loads it. This will be the game. This will be the round that decides it all. Who's moving up in the bracket?
Blank, I almost guarantee.
Yeah.
Wait, Viddy.
What?
When is Chase playing?
Choco, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He said he couldn't get on today, so I subbed you in for him, so. So you took his place in the tournament. And I'm gonna do him in a later. I'm gonna do him in my third stream on this. Riley picks up the shotgun. Goes for the shot. Manages to get the killing blow. Officially making it to the second contest. Ending the game 1. Or game 4 as in the contest 1. So we're gonna end that here. So now we have...
It's me versus Jvertilla 19.
Yeah. Jay, tell Jvertilla you're going against him. It's your guys' game, because I can't type in chat right now. Tell him it's your guys' next games. Cause it's you.
Okay, I joined the match.
He has to go to the door. Somebody has to tell his man to go to the door.
Oh god, has he ever played this?
I don't know.
This is my second time playing this.
Yo, Myles, tell him to go to the door. I don't know why he's passing out.
He doesn't know what he's
Stream's gonna.
doing.
Alright, there, we're back. I got the streams back on. Alright, there, let me see what's going on. Alright, here we go. I'm in. JayJayDub and James. See how this goes. So, this is the 5th game, round 1. Alright.
He passes
Picks up
over.
the shotgun. Yeah, he passes over. That's interesting on his end.
I guess I'm just gonna shoot.
JayJayDub gets the shot. Hits the shot off. Alright. Taking the upper hand here.
Next one's not a blank. Next one's a blank. Yeah, let's go.
Uses the phone, gets future insight.
I can strategically plan that.
Chooses to withstand. It being a blank. Chooses to withstand again. Alright. Jayden, you got something going on here. Alright, Jvertilla. Jvertilla hits a shot off just because he gets on because Jayden got unlucky with that shot.
I miscounted.
Being, yeah. Jvertilla uses the phone, gets future insight on what a shout and the shotgun will be. Wonder what decision he's gonna make off of this. Alright. Decides to withstand.
It's nothing.
JayJayDub having no choice but to shoot, it being a blank.
I don't know what the knife does.
Oh, it doubles your hit points.
I see.
Your sawed-off shotgun does 2 damage. JayJayDub goes for the shot, it being a blank again.
We're out of ammo.
New items. New shells. 3 live rounds, 3 blanks. 50-50 odds. Jvertilla picks up the shotgun, loads it. Places it back down. Uses the phone, gets future insight on what a shell in the shotgun will be. Wonder what play he's gonna make here. Picks up the shotgun. Chooses to withstand.
I know. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Picks up the shotgun. Has no choice but to fire on James. Fortunately, he being unlucky,
Wait,
it was a live shot.
Why'd he do that, Dan?
That's a good question.
I'm gonna candle because I want the upper hand.
Jayden uses the candle. Gets a health point back. Says, nah, that shot was for nothing. Picks up the shotgun.
Guaranteed to withstand.
Chooses to withstand. Jvertilla having no choice but to shoot on JayJayDub, but doesn't get that off. Alright. It being a blank, meaning that Jayden gets to go once again. Goes for the shot. Oh, but it's a blank.
Oh man, that next one's live.
That means that Jvertilla goes for the shot. He's gonna hit off a live shot. Hits the live shot off, bringing Jayden's overall game down. jeez. Jayden picks up the shotgun. Goes for another shot. Manages to hit the shot off. This is looking pretty interesting so far. Jvertilla over here. Uses the inverter. That changes what's in the current, it changes what's in the chamber. So he changes live to a blank. He just changes live to a blank. That means. New items. 3 live, 3 blank. Jayden loads a shotgun. Places a shotgun back down. Uses a magnifying glass, checks what's currently in the chamber. Using a hacksaw, he already knows what's in the chamber, meaning that the only plausible thing to possibly be in the shotgun at the moment is a live round. Picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot, managing to hit off 2 of James's health points. Oh jeez. If he doesn't make a comeback here, it's over. Uses a candle, gets 1 of his health back, saying, "You know what? That didn't do too much to me." What will James do here? Picks up the shotgun. Chooses to withstand. No, he chooses to go for the shot. Hitting the shot off. He might be bringing this first round into his clutches. Jayden chooses to withstand. Jvertilla having no choice but to shoot on him, it being a blank. Jayden picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot, manages to hit the shot off. Woo! This is looking pretty interesting so far. Jvertilla uses an inverter, picks up his saw. With the sawed-off shotgun, I'm guessing he's gonna go for the shot. Goes for the shot. It being alive, taking a good chunk out of Jayden's health, bringing this really close game.
We're out of ammo. Oh, he did the math. Yeah, that would have been. James
picks up the gun, chooses to withstand. James picks up the gun, then has to shoot, it being a blank.
That was a 50-50 chance.
3 live rounds, 3 blanks.
Loading it myself.
Jayden chooses to get a phone, looking for future insight on a future show of what might be in the chamber. He picks up the shotgun, places it back down, choosing to withstand. James over here, having no choice but to shoot, but he hits a shot off, bringing this round of the 5th game very even. James decides to take a risk, going for it, but ultimately he fails, giving the game to our boy Jayden. So, first round of the 5th game is done. Wow, this is pretty interesting so far. You guys go again, because that was only the first round. Yeah. Myles, do me a favor and tell this guy he's going again. Best of 5 rounds. Best of 5 rounds for these 2.
I got the memo.
Choose a spectate again. Second round here. Let's see who's gonna take the second round. Will Jayden be able to take another round to his name? second.
Well, I'm gonna push forward.
I'll type this in real quick for him. 1 second. There. All right, Jay gets a shotgun. Goes for the shot.
What does this thing do?
Tranquilizer lets you steal someone else's item. James decides to withstand. Jayden having no choice but to pick up the gun and go for the shot. Unfortunately, James being unlucky, he gets the shot, making the game once again in Jayden's favor. Jayden uses his phone, gets future insight on what a shout and the gun will be. He picks up the shotgun, chooses to withstand. James goes for the shot, manages to hit the shot off. Oh wow.
In the bone line.
Goes for the shot again, but doesn't hit the shot off this time. Dang.
Either way, it's a blank for this one.
If you're sure about that. Jayden picks up the gun, goes for the shot. Oh, it's a blank. Alright. New items. Three live rounds, 3 blanks. James picks up the gun, loads the gun. James decides to use a candle, gain 1 of his points of health back.
We're even.
It's even game at the moment. James picks the shotgun up, goes for the shot, but it's a blank, doesn't hit the shot off. James decides to use a tranquilizer, steal something of James's. Uses the inverter, changes whatever is currently in the gun. Picks up the gun, goes for the shot, it being a blank.
Oh, he was alive.
Yeah,
Before it was alive. No, I made a mistake.
Before it was alive, yes indeed. James, this is a tranquilizer. Going to steal something of Jayden's.
He's gonna steal my knife. Nope.
Steals, yeah, he steals the hacksaw. Saws off the shotgun. Picks up the shotgun and goes for the shot. But it's a blank. Oof, not looking good. Jim picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot. Nothing though.
No, I'm good. I'm good. This one's alive. I know it. I'm cooked.
James picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot. It's alive. Turn the odds back in his favor. James picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot. It being alive, he hits the shot off. Game 5, match 2 is looking really interesting. New items. 2 live rounds, 3 blanks.
Alright, he's gonna heal. He's gonna heal and get the upper hand.
Uses the candle immediately, gaining a health point right back. Picks up the shotgun, but chooses to withstand.
All I can do is
Makes a shotty, goes for the shot. It's a blank. James picks up the shotgun, chooses to withstand. James goes for the shot, gets a shot off. Not looking so good for James over here, as the playing field is now even again. Jayden uses a magnifying glass, checks what's currently in the gun. Places the gun back down, picks the gun back up, and goes for the shot. Hitting another live round off on James, now turning the game in his favor. James picks the gun up, places it right back down. James picks the gun up, goes for the shot, it being blank. James picks the shotgun up, goes for the shot, it being blank once again. This second round here in game 5 is looking really interesting. 2 live rounds, 2 blanks. James loads the shotgun, places it down. James picks the shotgun up, goes for the shot, hits the shot off. This is not looking so good for James, as he's at half of a disadvantage compared to Jayden. Decides to use a Bloxy-Cola, ejects the current bullet. It being a blank.
It was a blank.
James decides to go for the shot. It being another blank.
Oh, this is good.
James decides, using my tranquilizer here, decides to steal James's hacksaw. He doesn't want to use his own. Steal James's hacksaw. And if he is to hit this live round, he wins the second one, officially marking he wins the second round of the 5th game. If James doesn't make a massive comeback here, Jayden is going to claim game 5.
This is the only time when being a nerd comes in handy.
Alright, just make sure he knows what he's doing. We're waiting for Jayden to get in there. Alright. Let's get in here. Alright. Starting round 3 off. If James doesn't make a comeback here, he is officially disqualified from the tournament. This is not looking so good. Alright. James immediately decides put the handcuffs on Jayden. Immediately goes for the shot. Ooh, but it's a blank. Pushes the shotgun back down.
He's gonna have live.
Yeah. Still James' turn because he has handcuffs on. Goes for another shot. Being a blank again, meaning the handcuffs were put on for no reason. Jayden rips the handcuffs off, picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot. It being a blank again! Ooh. What are these chances? Meaning, James gets the shotgun once again. They're gonna go for another shot. James officially hits the shot of the 3rd round. First shot of the 3rd round already. James goes for another shot. Being live again. Trade for trade right there. Being at the same advantage as they were 2 seconds ago. New items. 3 live rounds, 2 blanks.
Duplicate.
Jayden picks up the shotgun, loads the shotgun, places the shotgun right back down.
Oh, waits that axle.
James decides to go for the shot, ignoring his items, but it's a blank. If you ask me, James is starting to get a little desperate here, knowing that you have 2 rounds to your name, Jayden. Jayden uses a magnifying glass, figures out what's in the chamber, picks up the gun, goes for the shot, hits the shot off. Not looking so good. Oof.
No. He is guaranteed at least 1 live.
Yeah. James uses the handcuffs. Then he uses his hacksaw, hoping to get 2 points of health off of Jayden here. Goes for the shot. It being a blank. This is not looking so good for James. It's still his turn though.
Guaranteed that live one though. We're gonna be matching.
Yeah. Jayden goes for the shot. Gets guaranteed that live one for sure. And now they are at even odds at the moment. Jayden gets his hand back, it being his turn now. Picks up the gun, immediately goes for another shot. Brings the game, or the round really, back into his favor. This is looking pretty intense, fellas. 3 live rounds, 1 blank. James picks up the shotgun, loads it. Places it right back down. The shot successfully hits the shot off. Really interesting, fellas, I tell you. Even game once again. Jayden uses the magnifying glass, checks what's currently in the chamber, places the gun right back down. Picks up the gun, goes for the shot, manages to hit the shot off on James, putting the favor back to him. Wow. What is James going to do in this situation? James uses a Buckshot Cola and is going to eject what's currently in the gun. A blank round.
He has the live. We're going back to even.
James picks up the gun, goes for the shot, hits the shot off. Wow. This is making the odds right back to being even. New items. 3 live rounds, 3 blanks. Jayden picks the shotgun up and loads it. Placing a shotgun right back down. He uses a magnifying glass to check what is currently in the chamber. Places the shotgun right back down after that. Decides I'm going to use an inverter, meaning that the only plausible option that was there was a blank. And then he goes for the shot. He hits the live off. James only 1 health point away from being disqualified from the games. James says, I gotta make a comeback here. He uses the handcuffs.
He's gonna kill me.
He uses the handcuffs here on Jayden, this being a close game. He uses the phone to get future insight into the future on what is a future shout in the shotgun. He goes for the shot, bringing the game to being even as he hits the shot off on Jayden. Now it being a 1-1 at the moment. If James can hit this next shot off, he could get lucky and win the game. Making it even, hitting that live shot off, meaning that now he has 1 game, tying up the 3rd round. This is insane. Seems these 2 will be going again. Oh wow. This is pretty interesting. I did not expect that outcome. Wow. So they go again. 4th round, game 5. See how this goes. This is starting to look pretty interesting, I tell you guys. I tell you. Who doesn't have anything? Who's gonna make the first decision here? Jim picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot. It being a blank. Oof. If James is to win this game, James goes for a shot. It being a blank. Yikes. James picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot. Another blank. No live shots have been shot off yet. But James might be the one to get the first live shot. Goes for the shot. He manages to get the first live shot off on Jayden. Ugh. This is not looking so good. Jayden goes for the shot. But he manages to get trade for trade as he gets a live shot off on Jayden. Oh, wow. Or James. My bad. James picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot. Ooh, he says nah.
No
Cancels that trade for trade and goes for the shot. Hitting another one off on Jayden. New items.
That was a trade for a trade for a trade.
That was indeed a trade for trade. 2 live rounds, 3 blanks. James picks up the gun. Loads the shotgun. Places it right back down. Jay immediately goes for the gummies, hoping to get that chance. And he does! Getting all of his health back. Ooh. His 4th round is starting to look pretty interesting. Uses the phone, dials it. What the future will behold for a future shell in the gun. Uses a Buckshot Roulette, currently ejects what is in the gun at the moment. It being a blank shell. Picks up the gun, goes for the shot, manages to hit the shot off on James. This is not looking so good for him. If James doesn't pick up his game, he's going to be disqualified from the tournament. James decides, I'm going to use an inverter, hoping that what's currently in the gun is probably alive. Then he picks up the gun and goes for the sawed-off shotgun, placing the gun right back down, picking it up, going for the shot, manages to hit the shot off, evening the game in the playing field. This is really already getting intense, if you ask me. Jay picks up the gun, says, I'm gonna go for the shot, manages to hit a live off, bringing the game into his advantage once again. Oh wow. James goes for an inverter. Again. Picks up the gun, goes for the shot. Another live. Evening the playing field again already. This is already starting to get somewhere. New items. 3 live rounds, 3 blanks. Jay loads the shotgun, places it down, uses handcuffs, giving himself 2 turns. Goes for the shot! It's a blank. Jay picks up the shotgun again. Goes for the shot! It being blank once again! Oh jeez, this is not looking so good. Oof. What's James gonna do? Immediately puts the handcuffs on Jayden, getting a trade for trade there for handcuffs, and says, let me lock your rounds real quick. Goes for the shot! Manages to hit the shot off! Oh jeez, this is not looking good. It's still being James' turn. He picks the gun up, goes for the shot again, hits another shot off on Jayden here. He could even up the rounds here, taking round 4, meaning we have to do 1 final round. Jeez. Jay picks up the gun. Saws off the edge of the gun, making it a sawed-off shotgun, hoping to get that 2 hit points to even the game. Manages to get the 2 hit points off, evening the game here. This could be the hit point that marks the end of game 5.
It's a blank. It's a blank.
Jay picks up the shotgun. Goes for the shot.
Blank.
It being another blank. Jeez. New items. 2 live rounds, 2 blanks. 50-50 odds here. James picks up the shotgun and loads it. It being James's turn, he uses a phone, dials a number, and gets future insight on what a shell in the gun might be. Uses a tranquilizer. What is he gonna take?
He's gonna take my knife and kill me.
He takes the saw. But what's the point with both of them at 1 health? He does this probably as the final shot to rub it in. Evening the game's out 2-2. Jeez, James is over here making a slight comeback. Wow. This is intense, I tell ya. Meaning this is the final round. 5th round of the 5th game. I never thought it would have gotten here already. But this is the final round that's gonna decide it all. Right here. Right now. Just make sure everyone knows. Final round. Here we go. Final round. Starting right here, right now. This will determine who gets to move up in the tournament in the bracket.
Three lives, 1 blank.
James decides to use a magnifying glass, figure out what's in the gun at the moment. Picks the gun up, goes for the shot, successfully hits the shot off. Oof. Jayden uses handcuffs. Handcuffs James to the table, giving himself 2 turns. Picks up the gun, goes for the shot. Manages to hit the shot off, evening the playing field again. James still being in cuffs, it's still Jayden's turn. Jayden picks up the gun, goes for another shot! Ooh, this time it being a blank.
He's gonna double it, that last shot was his.
James picks up the gun, goes for a shot!
Stupidest thing he's done.
Manages to hit the shot, putting the odds in his favor at the moment. This is not looking so good.
He could have done that. He could have doubled that and gotten killed.
Yeah. 2 live rounds, 2 planks, with new items. James picks up the gun, loads it.
Bag of bread.
Jayden uses gummies. And gets lucky! It gets his 2 health points back! Ooh! Bringing these damn game back to like even odds at this point. Uses a tranquilizer. Steals the magnifying glass from James. Finds out what's in the gun. Uses a Bloxy Cola right after. I see a lot of people doing this. Ejects the blank. And then chooses to go for the shot. It being another blank.
Oh god, I'm cooked.
James goes for the shot. Hitting a live shot off on Jayden. Not looking so good for...
He keeps forgetting about his knife.
Yeah. Jayden goes for another shot. Managing to hit a live shot off on James.
Behind my face.
5th round of the 5th game is already crazy enough. New items. 2 live rounds, 2 blanks. James picks up the shotgun and loads it. Places it right back down. Uses a Bloxy Cola to eject whatever is currently in the shotgun at the moment. It being a blank round. Then he uses his hacksaw, finally using that thing, sawed off shotgun, to perhaps hope to get a shot off on Jayden. But he uses a Bloxy Cola and ejects what's currently in the gun, it being another blank shot.
It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed.
He picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot, hits the shot off, getting us 2 hit points on Jayden, bringing the game slightly in his favor now. This is looking really intense. Ooh. Jayden picks up handcuffs, puts him on James, picks up the gun, goes for the shot, manages to hit the shot off, evening the playing field again. The odds are even. It's still being James's, or not James, Jayden's turn at the moment. New items, 2 lives, 4 blanks. Jayden picks up the gun and loads it. Places the gun right back down. Still being his turn, he uses a tranquilizer. Steals one of James's items. Uses the magnifying glass from that James had and figures out what is currently in the gun at the moment. Next decision will reveal what is in the gun. He picks up the gun and goes for the shot, but it's a blank. What an interesting move.
It wouldn't let me do anything else. My phone started bugging.
Oh, I see. James breaks off the handcuffs. Uses a phone to get future insight on what a shell in the gun may be. He uses a Bloxy Cola to eject what's currently in the shotgun, it being a live round.
That next one's alive too, though. That's the only issue.
Ooh. But he goes for the shot. Possibly, yep, hitting that live round off on Jayden. Jayden is 2 points away from being disqualified from the tournament, but he picks up the gun, goes for the shot, being blank again. This is not looking so good. Goes for another shot, being blank again though. Jayden picks up a gun, going for the shot, blank again. Wow. New items. 2 live rounds, 3 blanks. James picks up the gun and loads it. Places it right back down. Uses a magnifying glass to check what's currently in the gun. He gets a solution. Depending on what he does next, we're gonna find out what's in the gun. He decides to withstand. Jayden has no choice but to pick up the gun and shoot at James. Being a blank round. Jayden puts it right back down. James goes for the shot. Hitting a live shot off on Jayden. He is 1 point away from being disqualified from the tournament. 1 point of health away. Jayden has no choice. Uses the magnifying glass. Figures out what is currently in the chamber. He picks up the gun, deciding to withstand. Goes for a shot. Being a blank. Uses another magnifying glass. Does not want to take his risks. Figures out what's in the gun at the moment. Picks up the gun and decides to withstand again. James goes for the shot. Ooh, but he doesn't get the shot off because it's a blank. Jayden decides to use the hacksaw. Doesn't go for the risk of getting the gummies though. But he picks up the gun and goes for the shot. Hitting the live shot off on James. Finally evening the playing field here. 1-1. This will be new items, but this will be the shot that decides it. 3 lives, 2 blanks. Jay picks up the gun, loads it, places it right back down.
No, I'm dead.
Ooh.
He wins.
James puts handcuffs on Jayden, possibly solidifying who wins. And he goes for the shot! It being a blank.
He wins either way. It's JJ's, it's JJ's.
He picks up the gun, goes for the shot. Big break again!
There's no way!
Ooh, this is getting really intense, fellas, I tell ya. Jay figures out what's in the gun at the moment. Checks. This could be the shot that ends it all. Jayden goes for the shot! Calling the game! Moving up in the tournament! Damn! 5th game. 5th round, and Jayden gets to move up to the tournament with 3 rounds. GG's. GG's. Wow. I'll be back in just a minute. Intermission, hold on. Yo, Myles, you're on.
Oh shoot.
I gotta get. You're
I
on, Myles.
thought I was gone. Look at this. Am I gonna get a win? Very.
So good right now.
Alright. We are back. Our next 2 contestants are here. We have Myles. We're just waiting on Ashley at the moment.
Yeah, she's in.
Alright, we just gotta wait.
Yeah.
Best of 5 rounds for you 2. 6th game here.
I trained for like an hour.
That's good.
I never put the game in my life, but I'll try my best.
It's a good thing you'll try your best, Myles.
Give 100%.
We're just waiting over here.
Yep.
I don't know how long this is gonna take. There.
Up next. Okay, perfect timing because I literally just got up. Alright.
Good. Alright, these 2 are in here. Best of 5 rounds.
Okay. I'll join them.
Alright, go in there.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm walking into it. I'm working.
You gotta press on the thing, bro.
I see it, but it's right here. It's right above her. And when I press on it, it won't work. I'm gonna rejoin.
Rejoin real quick.
Okay. So this is basically sword chain.
Best of 5 games. So if you get 3 in a row, you win. If she gets 3 in a row, she wins.
So basically first 3.
Yeah, really. But if you get 2 in a row and then she gets 1, then that's why it's still best of 5.
Yeah.
Waiting on you. Alright, here you go.
Okay, I see it.
Just waiting on her to join in the match. Oh, here we go. She's rejoining too, I guess.
Maybe we should change the word.
You want to go to the other door?
Yeah, let's just go to
Alright, hold on. Yeah, let's go to this one over here. Let's go to the one nearest to the stairwell.
Yeah, I'll go.
Right here. Not bad.
It's okay.
Destroyed that.
I was just gonna wait until this comes up the stairs.
tell you, Myles, this is what I call sabotage. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Alright, I'm back, guys. Seems we're having technical difficulties on another person's end. Apparently Roblox is not doing the best at the moment.
Yeah.
She is in game though, so we are waiting. I didn't think it'd take this long to get the game 6 done, but at least the people after stream that go to watch this are gonna have luck, so they still have luck. Hopefully we can figure out these technical difficulties, because I don't want to have this go on too long, because I'm not going to call the stream here, because I want to get these 3 games in, because we already got our first 2 in, so I don't know what's going on. Alright, here we go. Hopefully she can join the round.
Hopefully.
She's in the round. Here we go. Alright, we're good. Let's hope nothing happens during this. Alright. First of 5 rounds, so.
Okay.
Spectate, let's go. Alright, game 6, round 1 has commenced.
Terrified. Let's see.
Let's see how this goes.
I don't even
Tranquilizers.
know what they're about.
So 2 tranquilizers. If you wanted to, you could use both of those and steal her stuff.
Oh.
That's what those do. Though they're instant use, so as soon as you use them and steal something she has, you have to use her item immediately.
I know, but I can't see any items on her.
And alright. Myles picks up the shotgun. What decision will he make? Will he choose to withdraw or withstand, and then, or will he shoot at his opponent?
75. No what? Risky.
He goes for the shot.
No.
Not hitting the shot, it being a blank.
I knew I still withstand right there. I mean,
It being Ashley's turn, what will she do?
what will she do? Oh,
She picks up the shotgun. Chooses to go for the shot. It being blank again.
Wow. Okay, I think
picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot again. It finally being alive. 1 point of health down. She decides, use the saw. Try to double her chances here. Try to double her chances if she's gonna go for the shot, I'm guessing.
We already know what it is.
It being alive, she gets 2 points of health off on Myles over here. It's not looking good.
Didn't he just get tranquilizers? Like...
Yeah. But he goes for the shot, hitting alive off.
Yeah, now we're safe, huh?
Ooh. Evening the playing field, new items.
Please give me a... I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad.
2 live rounds, 1 blank.
I don't want any more tranquilizers, please.
Ashley picks up the shotgun and loads it.
Please, just stop giving me tranquilizers. Please, just...
Uses a magnifying glass to figure out what's currently in the chamber.
Interesting. Now, what will she choose? It will be a shoot.
Goes for the shot. Hits the shot off.
Okay. I'm perfectly fine with that. This might be the quickest game ever.
Alright. Myles uses her tranquilizer, going to steal something of Ashley's.
I only see one, so I'm just gonna take that one that I see.
He steals... Alright, he steals the soda and ejects a live round he could have used.
Yeah, I could have used that very badly. But what?
He picks up the shotgun.
Should I do this? This might be the riskiest.
He withdraws. He chooses to withstand, giving Ashley only one option, to pick up the gun and shoot. It being a blank.
Yeah.
New items.
Ooh, I'll take that. That's actually... Okay, at least I'm not true.
2 live rounds, 2 blanks.
50-50. 50-50 round right
Ashley picks up the shotgun, loads it, placing it right back down.
here. You know what? Yeah.
Myles uses a phone, gets future insight on what a shell in the gun may be.
I don't know if
Myles
I'm
picks up the gun.
but I'm gonna do this.
He chooses to withdraw or withstand.
Yep.
Ashley picks up the gun,
Please don't make my decision go forward.
goes for the shot. It being a live shot.
Okay.
Being Ashley's turn again. It's not looking so good for Myles.
It's perfect. Perfect fine.
Uses an inverter, changing what's currently in the gun.
No.
Picks up the gun, goes for the shot. It paying off. Myles only 1 point away from losing the first round.
I wish I had more time. Okay, let's see.
Alright, Myles, I'd use a tranquilizer at the moment. Ooh.
Yeah.
And I go for picking up either the phone or the gummies.
I only see the phone, so I guess I'm going for
The
that.
gummies is on the opposite end of that. Gets future insight in the future, what a shell could be.
Okay.
Picks up the shotgun.
This is a badass idea. Oh, man. Oh, yeah.
Goes for the shot. It being a blank. Passes the gun to Ashley.
Shoot at me. Come on, shoot at me. Come on, shoot at me.
Uses her gummies. Ooh, but loses a point of health. Not looking so good. Picks up the gun. Goes for the shot. Claiming the first round.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I drink my Bloxy Cola and then I accidentally clicked on the stupid gun on my phone, so kind of messed up right there.
Oh, wow. Alright, well, round 2 it is, so back in there you go.
Oh, no, I didn't know.
here we go. Game 6, round 2.
I need a little. Okay, you know what? I'll take that. That's great. Where does my luck from?
Manages to get 2 inverters, 1 candle, and 1 inverter on her end. Interesting.
They found out like tranquilizers, so.
Ashley using an inverter immediately. Picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot. Ooh, it being a blank, meaning it was alive in there. Myles picks up the gun, goes for the shot. Ooh, another blank. Ashley picks up the gun, goes for the shot. Another blank.
Okay. Guys, I think I'm smart.
Myles picks up the gun, goes for the shot. Another blank. 4 blanks in a row.
That means the last.
This ain't looking so good. Ashley picks up the gun, goes for the shot. Hits the shot off, getting that live.
It wasn't a blank. Think about that. At least it wasn't a blank.
Oof.
I'm perfectly fine with it. What is this?
New items.
I don't know what
Gummies.
it is, but
You get a 60% chance of losing a health point or a 40% chance of getting 2 health points.
2 health points, that is really worth it.
Only a 40% chance though.
Yeah, no.
Alright, Ashley picks up the shotgun and loads it. Myles picks up the shotgun and goes for the shot. It being blank again.
My strategy of that, great.
Ashley picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot. Hits the shot off.
Okay.
Myles uses an inverter, hoping that he changed a blank into a live.
Okay.
And he goes for the shot. Perhaps.
It won't do that good.
Or does he withstand?
I'll go for it.
He goes for the shot. Hitting a shot off. Turns out his inverter did benefit him. Actually picks up the gun. Goes for the shot. It being a blank. Myles picks up the gun. Goes for the shot. Hitting another live off. This is starting to look good. He might be making a comeback here, evening the game. New items.
Well, I'll take that. That's
Candlesticks and another inverter. 2 live rounds, 3 blanks. Ashley picks up the shotgun and loads it. Uses her candlesticks, gains a health point back. If they both do this, then the odds will be once again even. Uses a phone to get future insight on what a bullet in the chamber may be. In the gun. Picks up the gun, goes for the shot. Ooh, but she hits the shot off.
You know what? It'll be very bad.
Myles over 3 health here. Uses a candlestick and gets a health point back.
Okay. And I have to go for this. Which one do I feel though? This one. I'm feeling this one.
And then he goes for the gummies, hoping to get that 40% chance of 2 health points back, but he gets a 60% chance and loses a point of health.
I'm gonna waste it one more time. You know what? Do I feel like doing another gummy? Chances of getting it twice.
I don't know, Myles.
I'm doing this one instead.
Uses an inverter, hoping to change a blank to a live.
Then? No.
Uses the inverter again, changing that live back to a blank possibly, but goes for the shot, it being a blank. Yikes. Ashley over here uses a Bloxy Cola and ejects a live round from the gun.
Use another block.
Picks up the gun, goes for another shot, it being a blank.
See.
taking an interesting turn, even though Ashley's got more of a benefit. Myles picks up the gun, goes for a shot. Blank again.
This is the end of the round. Pretty sure, yeah. Bro, I don't want any
New
more
items. 2 live rounds, 2 blanks. Ashley picks up the gun and loads it. Loads the shotgun, places it back down.
Bro, just use the magnifier. Oh.
Uses an inverter, hoping to turn a blank to a live. Picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot, but changed a live to a blank. Picks up the gun, goes for the shot, hits a live shot off. It's not looking so good. The advantage here. Ashley decides to use a magnifying glass, figure out what currently is in the gun.
Very interesting.
Places the gun back down. Picks up the gun, decides to withstand.
I know why. No.
Myles has no choice but to pick the gun up
Or
and shoot
I'm
Ashley.
gonna go gambling. I'm going gambling. No, I can't gamble. I wanna gamble, bro. How dare you, Ashley? I just wanted to gamble my life, boys. There. Shoot me. Come on, shoot me.
Ashley uses handcuffs. Oof.
This doesn't even help you. This is literally the final shot.
Picks up the shotgun,
Shoot me.
goes for the shot.
I'm 50 cents.
It being a blank.
Yes. Oh, no.
New items.
I mean, that's better than gummies.
2 live rounds, 1 blank.
I see. And now she's gonna start it off, yeah.
Picks up the gun, loads it,
Start it off, come on. Shoot me, shoot me.
places the gun back down,
Shoot me.
goes for the shot,
Yeah.
hits a live round off.
This might be my best.
Myles
chance.
could take a risk here
Yes.
with health. Oof. Myles could take a risk and hit those gummies knowing he has 2 health left.
I know.
Uses the hacksaw, decides he wants to take a risk and go for the shot perhaps.
Come on, please, gun. Please. 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 Please.
It being a blank.
That was the. I knew I should have just withdrawn the whole time. Oh.
It's still his turn. He could use the gummies and risk it all right now.
You know what? I'm risking it all.
Yeah.
I'm gamble. Let's go gambling. Let's go gambling.
Getting 2 health points back, bringing the game back to being even. He goes for the shot and hits a shot off.
My gambling was good. Makes me happy. I can gamble.
Breaks the handcuffs off. New items.
Oh.
Getting 2 candlesticks to bring him back into the game. 2 live rounds, 2 blanks. Wow. Ashley picks up the shotgun, loads it, places it right back down. This is looking really good in Myles' favor. Ashley uses a Bloxy Cola, ejects what's currently in the gun at the moment, being a blank.
Now it's a 75.
Picks up the gun, goes for the shot, hits the shot off.
Perfectly fine with that.
Evening the playing field right now. But Myles takes his candle and brings his health back into the equation, getting 1 point of health back.
I could gamble anytime. I could gamble.
He could gamble, but he goes to the shotgun instead and decides to go for the shot, hitting the shot off,
Biggest comeback.
decreasing Ashley's odds. Ashley decides to gamble and go for her gummies. Unfortunately, not going so well for her. At 1 health, Myles' odds of winning this round are increased. Ashley uses a phone, gets future insight of what a shell in the chamber could be. She goes for the shotgun, goes for the shot, it being a blank. New items. 2 live rounds, 2 blanks. Myles picks up the shotgun and loads it. Myles uses the phone, gets future insight of what a shell in the shotgun could be. Uses handcuffs on Ashley to give himself 2 turns. He picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot. It being a blank. Though he still gets another turn. Goes for the shotgun again, goes for the shot. Hitting that! Final one, evening the rounds for the 6th game. Wow. So they are 1-1 at the moment. That was a big comeback on Myles' end. I sure agree with you. Massive comeback on Myles' end there. Just waiting on Myles here. Alright, here we go. Round 3 of game 6 with these 2 tied in rounds at the moment. Let's see how this goes.
Okay.
Alright.
Ooh, now I feel pretty good about it. Now I feel pretty good about it. This can be bad, this can be good.
Ashley picks up the gun immediately. Goes for a shot. It being a blank. Passing the turn over to Myles.
Know what I'm gonna do.
Uses a hacksaw immediately. Sure of his odds.
It's 35-25.
He picks it up. Goes for the shot. Hits the shot off. Getting 2 health points off of Ashley immediately. Ashley uses a tranquilizer and goes to steal his other hacksaw.
That's my only other hacksaw. His name is Jeffrey. Don't use Jeffrey. Stop stalling for time, please.
Though she stalls. And then picks up the hacksaw.
Uses my hacksaw named Jeffrey. Bye, Jeffrey.
Uses Jeffrey the hacksaw. Places her gun down.
Shoot me.
Picks the gun up.
Shoot me.
Goes for the shot. It being a blank.
Oh boy. That was a waste of the hacksaw. Poor Jeffrey just dying.
Myles goes for another shot. Hitting the shot off. Not looking so good for Ashley. As now Myles' advantage in health is increased a lot.
Just died, so
Ashley picks up the gun. Goes for the shot.
yeah.
Hits the shot off. Perhaps making a slight comeback here. New items.
I'll take that.
2 live rounds, 3 blanks.
3 blank. She's gonna use a candle, isn't she? You know what? This might be a
He
bad
decides
idea.
to use handcuffs to give himself 2 turns for round 3.
You're gonna be alive? Or it's gonna be a blank though.
He sits and debates on what he should do next.
Axe on this right now. Got a free shot off, but it's higher chance of blank. So I'll do
He
this.
picks up the gun, goes for the shot, being a blank. Still his turn, as Ashley's still handcuffed. He decides, go for the risk and use a hacksaw.
I hope this is a good feeling I have.
Get another shot off, perhaps.
Please have this.
Picks it up, goes for the shot. It being a blank.
I know I should have just moved around there. I should have just trusted my gut and not have gone with the.
Ashley's turn. She goes for the candles immediately, getting a health point back.
And then she
And she goes for the shotgun. Goes for the shot. Manages to get the shot off on Myles. Evening the odds for the round. Myles says nah, tries to go for the shot, but does not get the shot off as the shell was a blank.
Shoot me. Yeah, I know what it is.
Ashley picks up the gun, goes for the shot. It being alive.
My life just went downhill. Ooh. You know what? I'll take those.
2 items, 3 lives, 3 blanks.
Okay.
Myles picks up the gun and loads it. Uses a candle to get a point of health back to even the playing field once again. Then he uses a magnifying glass to figure out what's in the gun at the moment.
Okay.
Then he picks up the gun and decides to withstand. Ashley has no choice but to pick up the gun and fire on him. It being a blank.
Okay. Now?
He picks up the gun, goes for the shot, hitting a live round off. Ashley decides to use an inverter, hoping to convert that blank to a live. Picks up the gun, goes for the shot. Converts a live to a blank. Picks up the gun, goes for the shot. Ooh, still a blank.
Yep.
Not looking so good. Ashley picks up the shot. Most likely will hit a live off. Goes for the shot, and indeed hits a live off. Myles down 3 points. Now the playing field being even. He goes for the shot himself. Still a blank. New items. 2 live rounds, 1 blank. Ashley picks up the shotgun and loads it. Places it right back down. Uses a magnifying glass to check what's in the gun at the moment. What type of shell is in the gun? Her next move will determine what's in the gun. She goes for the shot. Hitting a live shot. What'll Myles do now? He puts handcuffs on Ashley, hoping to make a comeback here, I'm guessing.
Oh, how this is gonna go. Oh, I don't even need a... No matter what, I just need a... Okay. I don't even need a waste.
He uses the gun, ignoring the magnifying glass, and hits that live shot off, saving his magnifying glass. It's still with Ashley handcuffed to the table. He picks the gun up again and takes a gamble and goes for another shot, this time hitting a blank.
Okay, let's go for the new items. Come on. Give me the
New items.
Okay. Ooh, I like this.
3 live rounds, 2 blanks.
I don't know if I like that, though. I don't like your... Ooh.
Ashley picks up the gun and loads it. Places the gun back down. She uses a tranquilizer to perhaps go and steal Myles' magnifying glass and checks the gun.
Oh, okay, I see. She really didn't go for the candles.
She picks up the gun, chooses to withstand. Myles having no choice but to shoot on her, it being a blank. She goes again,
Shoots.
decides to fire on Myles, it being a blank again. Myles uses his candles, getting a health point back, bringing the game into his advantage. And he goes for a shot, gets a shot off on Ashley. This is not looking so good.
Take jelly beans. Take the jelly beans. Just take the jelly beans here.
Ashley decides to make the move to use the hacksaw, hoping to get a shot off on Myles, I'm guessing.
I forgot.
Uses the shot, hits the shot off on Myles, bringing back the field, evening the game Wow. See how this goes. Myles decides to go for the shot. Hits the live shot off, giving himself 2 rounds. Wow. Ashley with 1 round and Myles with 2. They go again. Wow. What a very, very, very interesting game we got going on here. Game 6, I feel like, has been one of the more interesting ones. Wow. Alright, let's get these two back into another round for the 4th round. Let's see what's gonna go happen now. Alright, next round. 4th round, let's get into this. Alright. Who will pick up the shotgun first? Ashley picks up the shotgun as I say that. Taking a minute for her to figure out what to do. Goes for the shot. Hits the live shot off already. What will Myles choose to do?
Okay.
Myles chooses to use the cell phone to get future insight on what a shell in the shotgun could be. Picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot. It being a blank.
My phone. Headphones. I see how you play phone. I see.
Ashley uses this phone, gets future insight on what a shell in the shotgun could be. This is getting intense, fellas, I tell you. Chooses to withstand. Myles having no choice but to pick up the shotgun and fire on her. Hits a live shot off. False withstand, not a good play. Still being Myles' turn now. He gets to go again and decide what to do. Myles picks up the gun, goes for another shot. It being blank. New items.
Okay, let's see.
3 live rounds, 3 blanks. Loads the shotgun.
50-50 game right here. 50-50 game.
Actually uses a magnifying glass. Check what's in the gun. Places the gun right back down. And goes for the shot. Hitting a shot off on Myles. If Ashley were to win this game, she could tie things up with Myles. But if Myles were to win this, he will be advancing to the next part of the tournament. He uses a tranquilizer.
I'm taking that.
Takes one of her sodas. Interesting. One of the Bloxy Colas. Uses it and ejects a live round.
Okay. Okay.
He picks the gun up. Decides to withstand. Ashley having no choice but to pick the gun up herself and fire at Myles. Another live round goes off. This is not looking so good for Myles at the moment.
Wow. Wow. That's very bad.
Ashley picks up the gun, goes for another shot. Ooh, it being a blank. Passes the turn to Myles. He picks up the gun, decides to go for a shot himself. Another blank. Passes the turn back to Ashley. Ashley picks up the gun, goes for the shot. Does not get the shot off. Pushes it right back down. New items.
Okay. Oh, I like that.
3 live rounds, 3 blanks. Ashley picks up the gun and loads it. Places it right back down.
Okay. First thing I want to do, I'm gonna do this first.
Uses a Bloxy Cola to eject what's currently in the gun. Ejects a blank.
Okay.
What will Myles do next?
It's a blank, huh? It matters on what this says here.
Here. Uses a phone, gets future insight on what will be in the gun.
Okay. I'm just gonna do that.
Then decides to use handcuffs on Ashley. Twist of events, giving himself 2 turns. Picks up the gun, shoots at her, but does not get a live shot off.
It's okay. It's perfectly fine here. It's perfectly fine here.
Decides to go again, try to get another shot off, and manages to get that shot off. Not looking so good for Ashley at the moment, as the game is starting to get tied. Though she still has the advantage. Ashley uses an inverter, goes for the shot. Turns out she switched a live to a blank.
Soon? Okay.
Myles uses the gun, goes for the shot. Ooh, it's still a blank. Ashley picks up the gun, goes for the shot. It's alive. Hits the shot off on Myles. It's not looking good for him. If Ashley wins this one, there will be one final round, bringing us to the 5th game. 2 live rounds, 2 blanks. Ashley picks up the gun, loads it, placing it right back down. Myles decides to use a tranquilizer to go in and steal one of her items.
No, I can't. Oh, man.
He steals the hacksaw from her.
Oh, wait. I just realized I put it down first.
He goes for the shot, perhaps?
I'm gonna hope this works. I'm gonna hope. I'm just gonna check.
He picks up the shotgun, but chooses to withstand. Ashley picks up the gun, goes for the shot. It being a blank. Myles picks up the gun, goes for the shot. Hits the live off, evening the game once again. Ashley goes for the phone, gets future insight of what a shell in the gun could be. Picks up the gun, chooses to withstand.
Oh, no.
Myles has no choice but to shoot on Ashley. But it being a blank. Ashley chooses to use a tranquilizer and go for Myles' phone to get future insight on what a shell in the gun could be. An interesting play on her end on how that will benefit her. She picks up the gun, goes for the shot, hits the shot off on Myles.
I understand why she did that. How dare she? Okay.
New items.
I know what I need. And that's actually helpful. These
2 live rounds, 2 blanks. Myles picks up the shotgun and loads it, placing it right back down. Myles then proceeds to use a candle and gain that 1 point of health back that Ashley took from him.
I'm gonna need this one out.
Evening the playing field again. Then he proceeds to use his tranquilizer immediately to go and grab one of her Bloxy Colas. And uses it to determine what was in the gun, ejecting a blank shell. And then goes for the shot, it being another blank shell.
I see how it plays. I see how it goes. I see how it goes. Come on, shoot me. Oh.
Ashley decides use the other Bloxy Cola and eject what's currently in the gun, it being a live shell. Then she picks up the gun and says, nah, goes for the shot. Hitting the shot off on Myles.
I wish I got that chance. I didn't say that's what I really wanted there, but.
Myles picks up the gun. He chooses to go for the shot. A being blank. New items. One live round, one blank. Ashley loads a shotgun, places it down. She decides to use her hacksaw even though Myles is at 1 health. If she gets a shot off, she's only trying to rub in the fact that she won this round. And Ashley wins the round, evening them to 2-2, meaning they get one last final round to decide who's the victor. Wow.
Wow, this is the craziest round yet.
Indeed it is. I will alert everyone to final round. This will be the final round of this 6th game to determine who will win the last game of Contest 1. Because next stream we will be starting with Contest 2. The end of Contest 1 is right here. And this will determine who wins. Round 5, Game 6. Whoever wins this gets to move on to Contest 2 or the semifinals. Who will pick up the shotgun first and go for a shot? Ashley decides not to go for a magnifying glass immediately, figuring out immediately what's in the gun. Picks up the gun and chooses to go for the shot, hitting a live shot off immediately. What will Myles choose to do? Myles chooses to use a candle and get his health back immediately, saying that shot was for nothing. Then he chooses to use that tranquilizer that he had and steal Ashley's cuffs and immediately use them, giving himself 2 turns.
And now, I'm gonna hope this is for something.
Yeah, he picks the gun up, goes for the shot. Does not hit the shot off, but still has one more turn to redeem himself.
Yes, my last chance.
Picks up the shot, goes for a shot again, but does not hit the shot, meaning that taking those cuffs was for nothing.
Yeah.
With no items to use, it's straight up just a withstand or shoot at this point in time. Ashley goes and decides to shoot on Myles, hitting a live shot off.
I guess I'll
Myles takes the gun, goes for the shot. Ooh, another blank.
I'll just do that.
Not looking so good.
At this point, I could just be named the Blank King, bro. Like,
Ashley goes for another shot, hits another live shot off.
I get more blanks than I get live shots. Like,
Pay attention to these upcoming. Make sure you're memorizing the order.
you know what?
2 lives, 2 blanks, 50-50 odds for our contestants here. Myles takes a shotgun and loads it. Placing a shotgun down.
This might be it. This might not be it.
Uses gummies. Try to get his health back. And he gets his health back, evening the game. He picks up the shotgun, goes for the shot. Hits a live shot off. How he has flipped the tables here in his favor. What a comeback. But Ashley comes and goes to fire a shot and gets a blank. Not looking so good for her at the moment. Myles picks up the gun, goes for another shot. Hits another live shot off. Wow, he has ultimately flipped the tables here and has completely flipped the odds, going from 4 health with her 6 health and completely flipping the health bar. She goes to shoot again and wow, another blank. New items. This is looking insane if you ask me, fellas. 3 lives, 1 blank. Myles loads the shotgun. Myles uses handcuffs and cuffs her to the table. Picks up the gun, goes for the shot. Manages to hit the shot off, completely making it with his 50% guarantee in this chance. Right now, he so far has a really upper hand advantage. Goes for another shot, hits another shot off. You wouldn't believe it right now with this guy. Myles ultimately flipped the table severely, actually making a slight comeback, but there's no way she can make a great enough comeback at the moment immediately to actually win over Myles. She uses a tranquilizer, goes in and steals one of his candles to steal the heals, trying to get back up there. So perhaps she might be making a comeback here. Gets 4 health, and then decides to pick up the shotgun and go for the shot, but doesn't get the shot off again. Myles goes for the shot though, and he is like the champ here. After he said he's the blank king, this man looks like he's turning into the real king right now. She's hitting all these live shots off. 4 live rounds, 4 blanks, 50-50 odds. Myles picks up the shotgun and loads it. Ashley is not going to go down with a fight, it seems, so she goes immediately to hit another shot. What is this? But she gets another blank ultimately. This is not looking so good. Myles uses his magnifying glass, figures out what's currently in the chamber. What he decides to do next will decide what it was. Meaning it was alive. Hits a live round off again. This guy is in a streak with just hitting his lives off. Ashley decides nah and goes for the inversion, hoping that she just inverted a blank to a live. And she does, as she did finally get a live shot off, trying to even the playing field again, but this is not still looking so good for her. Myles picks the shotgun up and says nah and tries to go for a shot, finally getting a blank, losing his streak of live shots in a row. Ashley says nah and decides to take a risk with the gummies, but ultimately she loses that and is only at 1 health, almost dying, almost getting disqualified from the tournament. She picks the shotgun up, goes for the shot, hitting the shot off on Myles though. This is not looking so good for her. Myles goes for another shot, hitting the shot off, and ultimately winning his place as the second contestant of the games. Wow. Now that is what I'm talking about. An ending to the contest 1. What a final finale round right there to end game 6. That was just insane. Myles, do you have anything you want to say right now to the stream for that?
That was the best round I've ever seen.
The best round you've ever had, right?
Those were the best matches I've ever seen. I can't believe how much I came back and how much she could come back.
Oh, wow.
Crazy look at the end by me, too.
Yeah. We can't wait to have you on in the second contest, man. I can't believe you won that.
Yeah, me either. I was not expecting me to win.
Yeah, man. Alright, if you want, you can go now, but thank you for participating in today's stream. And I guess I'll see you in contest 2, man. Alright, see ya, Myles.
See ya.
Alright, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the stream. That's gonna be where we end it. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you know, as our boy Jerry said yesterday, like and subscribe. We'll have a contest 2 going soon enough. I'm not exactly sure when. I'll have to get dates and stuff ready for that. But yeah, when I'm about to stream, I'll let you all know in my community post. So make sure you check out those. And I'll see everyone in the next stream. See you, everyone. Peace out.